Well, I don't quite know what double ass standards are, but we're talking about double standards when it comes to men and women and how they suck. How they suck. But I'm curious to hear what kind of double standards you have from a man's point of view.
Ooh, from a man's point of view? From a
Mm.
man's point of view. Oh, the episode started?
Shit. Did it? I thought it did. I mean, you told me to start talking.
Oh shit. Oh yeah. All right, I'm with it. Here we do raw edits, raw cuts, all that good stuff. Double standards that men have. Men to women. Okay. Why is it for men? I know that we are not allowed to say that women ain't shit. But
I've never heard that. I've never heard that. Whoa.
What the fuck was that?
That was a video.
Oh, you too? It got me last episode too.
I've never really seen where someone said men can't say women ain't shit. I just say people ain't shit. I usually stick with that. But there's a lot of men who display actions of not being shit, you know, so I think it's more common to say men ain't shit.
Yeah.
But it comes in all genders or races or shapes and sizes, that ain't shit genes.
You're right. It really does. You know what? Actually, I'm gonna say something. I'm gonna jump because we have a lot of sexual overtones in our episodes. But I'm gonna do something that's a little bit unpopular, but I'm gonna say it. Why is it that a lady can have whole sex with a girl and you still straight? You just experimenting. But you take one dick, you gay.
You know why? Because men ain't shit, and men. Well, listen, no. Let me explain though. Let me explain. Women, like, let's say if my homegirl had an experience with a woman, right? I'm gonna want all the details, but I'm never gonna judge her or label her like, girl, you a lesbian. What you talking about? I wouldn't do that. But men, if their homeboy comes to them like, yo, son, I just took this dick, you know, the dude is gonna judge him, call him all sorts of names. Like, and he might not even be his friend no more. It's men. Men be on some other shit. Like, they can't let people be who they are without labeling them or trying to make them feel bad about who they are. And obviously I don't mean all men, because the thing is, we had this conversation before. You can say some, or you can just say something and people be like, not all. Obviously not all. I haven't met all men jackasses, but a lot of men out there, you might be one of the rare dudes who can have a male friend come to you, tell you he took some dick, and you'll be like, oh, that's crazy, but you ain't gonna judge him or wild out or nothing. Yeah. You know what I mean? Ain't many men like that. They're gonna go in on him, make him feel bad about himself, and all of that.
Yeah, like, for example, a couple years ago, me and my friends got really drunk. And my friend, he grabbed one of my other friends and put his head on his chest and said, I just want to caress you all night. We make jokes about it, but they're lighthearted jokes. We always say, don't make him caress your head on your shoulder. We don't care. It's not a big deal. Because right. I think it's because, like we've said in previous episodes, we build up society-wise, men are just raised to, that's not okay. And with me, I was raised around a bunch of women, and I get hit on by guys kind of often. So to me, it's never really been a big deal. Like, dick is dick, vagina is vagina. Sexuality is a spectrum. That's just the thing. Like, you can appreciate a dude being handsome and not be gay. You can be gay and be like, appreciate a woman being attractive. It's just, it is what it is. But no, you're right. You're absolutely right. Because with a lot of time, like, I know guys who are really defensive about it, and it doesn't make any sense to me. Like, to me, if you're really defensive about something, then it's true. Like, if I get super offended, like, the things I get really offended for are things that you should know about this. like if a buddy came to me and was like, hey, Jason, yeah, you think that's pretty hot girl over there? You know, you want to caress her head and stuff like that? First off, that's weird. I don't know why I can't do that. That's that weird. But I mean, but like, if he went over there and was like trying to get her attention, I was like, no, fucker. I get defensive. Like, no, I don't find her attractive. I would try to change the subject or do something because I'm overcompensating for the fact that, yeah, it's true. She is attractive. Okay.
Okay.
Sometimes we do that. I'm not saying in all cases, but a lot of cases that's that way. And you see also some dudes will pretend to be okay with, gay things, in public, but in private, they're like, well, you calling me gay, man? Because I've seen that. I know people personally who do this all the time, and it blows my mind. Because like with me, I got my buddy. I'm not gonna say his name. I love him. He's awesome. The most stereotypically gay man I've ever seen in my life. Thought he goes to dance classes and everything. But he's awesome. He's amazing. Like the first time he hung out with me, he tried to invite me on a date. I was like, I actually don't like men. And
okay, but then you handle it well. You got some dudes who be like, fuck out of here, nigga, I ain't gay. Going in like, just shut up.
Yeah.
Shut up.
Yeah, it's weird, man. It's like the way I look at it is like, what if you approach a woman who is gay? You some people. I was listening to the Between Us Girls podcast, and I can't listen to them at work because they always crack me up. They really do. And somebody had said, "Do you have a boyfriend?" She's like, "Yeah, I got a boyfriend." He got mad, and he was like, "He's like, you stuck up bitch anyway." And I was like, "Whoa, whoa,
that's crazy." You know what I read somewhere? Just going up for that whole a gay man approaching a straight man. This had to do with men being pigs. It was like men will never understand what women go through on the streets and stuff until gay men start approaching them the way they approach women. Because then they will see how crazy it is and how disrespectful they can be. You know what I mean? And like how it's just not fun. Like calm your ass down.
It's hard to I don't know how y'all do it because like I still get hit on by gay men pretty regularly, at least once a week. It's close to once a week. But I remember when I had my blonde hair and I drove and somebody they tried to holler at me while I was driving. I was like, what are you doing? I was like, is this what you go through? This is so weird.
Like it definitely gets annoying. And then it's like as a woman, it's like you can't be too rude because now you, like you said, you're a stuck up bitch, you know what I'm saying? But you can't be too nice because they won't take no for an answer. They're gonna keep trying to walk with you or driving alongside you. You know what I'm saying? Like, so it's like it sucks because it's like if you're nice, they're gonna be like, but come on, man. You can say you got a man, you can say you too young. They will still try to talk to you.
Yo, you are so right. Because when he was like, what you doing after here? I was like, I'm going home. He was like, you want to go out and hang out with me and stuff? I was like, oh, I appreciate that, but no, I'm good. And he's like, are you sure? And he kept asking. I was like, I'm good. I don't like men. It's cool though. And like, just kept going. I was like, dude, stop.
That's funny.
Like, I don't want to be mean to you because you've done nothing to make me, mean to you, but you're annoying.
And that's what it comes down to. When dudes try to holler, I'll be like, no, thank you. And they'll be like, yo, but I'm like, no, thank you. No, thank you. But then I'm an ass, you know what I'm saying? I mean, luckily, I haven't really been called no names in some years, but it's like, because you got to shut them down before they even start. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Hey, where you going? I got somewhere to be. No, thank you. And you know what's weird? When dudes try to ask you to drive you where you're going. Like, I don't know you. Why would you think I'm going to get in a car with you?
Dude, what? That's so weird. See, when I pick up a girl, if I have to run into you multiple times where I'm at. Like the girl I got her number from this week. I saw her at 3 places. And the third time I started talking to her because she was talking to her friend. I wasn't going to interrupt her talking to her friends and be like, hey, girl, what's up? It was really, I saw her in the movie. She did her thing. I saw her in the pizza place. She sat behind us. We made eye contact, but I was like, I'm going to let it go. She's talking to her friends. The third time I was like, okay, I got to say something to her. I've seen her and looked at her. And she looked at me at least 3 times. I've got to say something now.
Yeah, you had to.
Yeah, that's different. Like, you're not supposed to. I hate when people interrupt people and this. She's a pretty girl. I bet she gets it all the time. And I didn't want to be that way. When another thing is when I'm texting the girl, I text her saying, hey, this may sound weird, but I would like to continue texting you to get to know you.
Okay, that's cool.
Because some people are like, hey, little mama, when you free, what's good?
Yeah, they go straight for it.
Right. But it's weird. There's some girl, if a girl falls for that personally, if she falls for that immediately, I don't want to talk to you anyway. That's just
but that's the thing. You see, you took the nice approach. You know what I'm saying? But then how do you feel if a girl approaches you? Do you see her as all possible girlfriend material, or do you think, oh, she's probably does this all the time? She's a little, fast ass woman, because I think that's a double standard too. When women approach men, they're looked at as, oh, you probably get around. When it's like, why can't she just be assertive? You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah. No, you're absolutely right. That is definitely a double standard. And to go with that, the girl that I hung out with last week, she did that. Remember, she came to me. She basically asked for my number. I thought it was great. I thought it was awesome. I was like, oh, she came to me? Oh, this is fun. I got to get to know this girl. Got to. Have to.
Right.
Because I find that I like assertive girls. Girls who are strong and assertive. Like, I'm not trying to be that. Sometimes, just so you listeners know, sometimes if you think I come off as that typical dude who's like, I love girl power because I'm trying to, win favor with girls, it's totally not like that, because I call people out for their bullshit all the time. It's just, I'm a common sense person. I like strong women. Why? My best friend is a strong woman. I talk to nothing but strong women. Haven's a strong woman. My mother's a strong woman. That's just what I've been around. So, like, that's what I like. It's what I'm around. I like a girl who's going to be like, if she wants to go see this movie, I respect it better if she came up to me and saying, hey, we should go see this movie. Cool.
Exactly.
Let's go. I like that. I asked her, what do you want to eat? And she said, she told me, I'm a vegetarian. We go somewhere that has vegetarian stuff. I don't care where. Boom. We're good. All right. I will take the event. I'll take the initiative and pick a place. I like that. That's good.
Yeah.
A lot of guys don't like that. But it's weird because it's like the double standard. It's weird because they don't want an assertive girl, but they also want a girl who's assertive at times. And that's just confusing to me.
Because, man, they don't be knowing what they want.
Like, I like a girl. Like, one of my exes, I like her. You know why? She would text me, hey, I'm coming over because I want some dick. Is that a problem? And I was like, no, we're good. She's like, cool. I'm going to come in a robe. I'm going to drop it. We're going to get to business if that's not too forward. I was like, that's fine. I'd rather have that than you lie to me and say, hey, I want to hang out, and then try to trick me into fucking you. I mean, you don't have to trick me, but
I'm about to say, how many dudes you got to actually trick?
Let's be honest. You show up, if you show up naked, dude gonna fuck you. That's just what, like, that's another thing. All right. One of my friends had this happen to him. So a whole girl show up, right? And she was wearing relatively nothing. And she decided to put on his, his boxers and stuff like that. They ain't friends like that. And so he tried hitting on her. She was like, what do you think I came over here to do? And he was like, I don't know. Look, I am a 2017 guy. I don't think you should ever force yourself on a girl or any of that stuff. I'm not going to defend that anymore. Never, never, never. But me in this age, if you come over and start acting like that, I am going to bluntly ask you, so what'd you come here to do? So I know what's up.
Dude said, what did you come here to do?
And sometimes the double standard with men is sometimes we ask girls that bluntly, like, what do you think I am? I was like, no, I'm asking you because I want to know what's up.
I mean, it depends on what kind of vibe she's giving off. You might have to ask, but
I had a girl who came over and like I put on the movie and she said, so we gonna watch this movie? I was like, yeah. Yeah, I thought that's why you came over. She's like, I came over with a group. The group is not here. Oh, so you want to have sex? Like, I'm just trying to clarify what we're doing here. I just want to make sure I know what's going on. Because you got sometimes like we talked about before, you and I are very flirty people. We just are. And sometimes we got to clarify to people that we're just flirting. We don't mean nothing. Like,
right.
Like, and I'm weird.
Sometimes I'm like, oh no, I actually don't like you like that. Sorry.
I'm sorry you feel that way.
I'm just kind of friendly. It's just my personality.
Yeah. So, what's a standard that happens to women?
The double standard. Can't have sex. Oh, she's a slut. You know what I'm saying? Man can have sex with a whole bunch of women. Women can't do it. You know what I'm saying? Or I seen someone post this on Facebook. It was probably a couple weeks ago. Some dude was like, well, he was trying to make a point. He's like, a guy and two girls is a threesome. A girl and two guys is a train, right? And I saw this one girl commented like, you full of shit. You know what I mean? She posted the definition of a threesome, which is 3 people. You know what I'm saying? So I see her point where she was trying to say like, okay, it's actually the same thing. And he was just like, no, it's not, this, that, and the third. So then I commented and I'm like, because he's like, he don't see the problem. I said, the problem is the term running a train is very negative. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And it has like, it has like a bad light on a woman. But when you say a threesome, but not a man, he's the shit because he had two women. But a woman can't be the shit because she had two men. You know what I'm saying? Like, and it's a double standard because if a woman does that, look at Paige, for example, right?
Yeah.
All sorts of shit. You know what I mean? Xavier was there. Her man was there. It was an issue. But had that been a man doing it, he's getting fucking compliments out the ass. It's like, why? And that's a huge thing because it sucks for women who want to be just as free as men sexually, but then they can't because of all the shaming and the name calling. You know what I mean?
And I think a thing that would break that, in honesty, is if dudes realistically actually spoke up, because men a lot of times think in herds. We just do. To where if one guy thinks something is terrible, a lot of time guys will either not comment or they'll join in.
Mm-hmm.
Because I think that's the way the group is going to go. You know me. I do not do that. I'm the first person to say that's horseshit. That's not how that goes. So like with that, I've had a conversation with somebody about that where I told somebody, hey, I want to have a threesome one day. It was like years ago, back when I actually wanted one. And the dude was like a threesome or like a devil's threesome. I was like, what does that mean?
The hell?
And he was like, a threesome is two chicks and one dude. A devil's threesome is two dudes and a girl. I was like, why? They're both threesomes though. He's like, yeah, but there's a difference. I'm like, that doesn't sound like a difference. Like,
there's no difference.
And he was like, what if it was three girls and three dudes, or three dudes? He's like, that's still a threesome. I think you're missing the point of what I'm trying to say here.
Right, but people just want to label something that a woman does and make it negative. Like, there's really no way of getting around it because there's so many things that a man can do, but if a woman does it, it's a problem. It's negative. You're trying to make her feel bad about herself. People are shaming her. Nobody gonna look at her the same. Like, fuck out of here. This shit is stupid.
It is dumb because, like, yeah, as far as I'm concerned, and I guess I might be biased because I actually talk to women. I guess that makes me biased. Is that, look, y'all, sometimes y'all just want dick. That's normal. That's a normal thing. Sometimes y'all want to dress super nice and let all hang out. Because here's the thing. Y'all can wear shorts and it's totally fine. We wear great sweatpants. It's essentially the same thing. You can see more of us in that than you can on skirts.
Right.
And that apparently that's a bad thing. And like, it's just weird to me. I guess with me, I have always been either both are okay or neither are okay kind of guy.
Yeah.
Personally,
that's kind of how it should be. It has to work all across the board. You know what I'm saying? So if men can do this and be cool, women should be able to do this and be cool too. You know what I mean? And if it's not the case, then something's wrong with your thought process. You know?
Yeah. Because I remember I got into an argument with my ex before about this. Because I have it's all okay or it's both not okay. And she was like, so you don't like letting me wear this skirt? I was like, well, number one, it's a sex skirt. Like, we've literally used it for sex stuff.
Wow.
It's not a normal skirt. And so, no, I don't really like you wearing that. And she was like, what if a guy like you were to wear like sweatpants, like I said earlier? I was like, you know what? You'd be absolutely right. Good thing I don't own those because I know they're for the sole purpose of showing off my dick.
And I mean, Craig David wears sweatpants a lot, but I think them shits is comfortable. I think if you wear the right underwear, you know what I'm saying, or you have your stuff tucked in the right way, you'll be perfectly fine.
That's the thing. It wasn't the act of wearing them that's bad. It's that most guys who wear them, realistically, we don't wear them with anything underneath it.
Right.
Because I know, well, I have these running shorts or whatever. I'll tell you right now, if I'm wearing those, I ain't wearing shit under it. Like, I'm just not. So when I'm in a relationship, I usually don't wear them because you will absolutely be able to see my dick.
Mm-hmm.
It's just going to happen. You'll see it sitting down. You'll see it standing up. And that's not even me hard. You're just going to see it.
And it depends, yeah. And also, I guess it depends on the guy because, excuse me, I had a male friend and he had on underwear, you know what I mean, and sweatpants, but it was like very visible, you know what I'm saying, and or at work, you know, he used to work at a nursing home, so he wore scrubs, and he was like, a lot of women always be like looking at him, you know what I'm saying, and he's like, yo, he can't help it, you know what I mean, he got on underwear, but he got to wear the scrubs, and them shits leave nothing to the imagination. And I'm like, that's crazy, but it's like he was mad uncomfortable because people are fucking eyeing him. You know what I'm saying? And I'm like, I didn't know men went through this. So I can see, I'm never a creep when I see a dude in sweatpants or whatever, but you got women who are like that. So then you might be making dudes uncomfortable out there.
And you're absolutely right. Because, like, I'll be honest with you, Haven. At times I'm a pig. But you know what? I am a selective pig. Meaning, am I going to pick out a fine girl? Absolutely. If I'm going to stare for like 5 minutes, nah, it don't need all that.
Right. Like when you start making somebody uncomfortable, you need to chill the fuck out.
Like with the girl I saw at that ice cream place, she's wearing that skirt. So I had to admire her figure and that ass. But I did it one good time and I didn't look again because it was just like, and I totally get if you want to look a couple times. I understand. Men and women want to do that, but don't look to the point where it's uncomfortable.
Right.
Like, don't do it to the point where you could draw a picture of them.
You staring way too hard if you could memorize everything about their face.
I want to draw you naked, Haven. Whoa.
All right, listen. Stay the fuck away from me, bruv.
Square up.
People look crazy.
Another thing. Here's a double standard for men. I was talking about this earlier while I was writing my story with my friend. I don't like physical violence between men and women, but I gotta honestly say, ladies need to stop hitting dudes like they ain't shit.
You know what's crazy about that?
What?
I know that first they used to say you should never hit a girl, right? And I agree, you should never hit a woman first. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But I've hit dudes in the past, right? And anytime I've hit a man, I have been prepared to be hit back. Like I never hit a man and was like, ain't nothing gonna happen to me, because that's just not realistic. You know what I'm saying? People got reflexes where you naturally will hit somebody back. You know what I'm saying? Or some people just ain't having that. You have dudes who are I don't even know what to call them, but you have a man who would never hit a woman no matter what. Like she could hit him, push him, you know what I mean, whatever, and he's sticking to his guns, he's not gonna hit her. And that's cool. That's very, very respectable. But everybody's not like that. And if you hit that man first, like you straight punched him in the face, kicked him in the nuts or something, I don't know why you would expect not to be hit back.
And the thing is, most people don't expect them to hit back.
That's crazy. And they be shocked as hell when they get hit back. Like, oh my God, you hit me. Well, you did hit him first.
See, this is my stance. I'm a little different. I won't hit a woman. Well, there's extreme case I will. What normally happens is I know different moves I'm going to put your ass to sleep. That's what's going to have to happen.
Wow. Listen, you better stop. You kill somebody.
No, because I know how long. There's a 10-second rule. When you do the hold properly, 10 seconds and then let them go, because they're going to be out in 7.
Oh my God.
If you go over 20, that's not good. So no, because the thing is, I'm gonna do some stuff to make you go to sleep or to stop you from fighting back. I won't hit you in most cases. Now, there is one woman walking the face of this earth that I would actually hit, but saying that, I wouldn't hit her because she'd beat my ass. Like, I'm just gonna Jamie Little Cannon Mowski. She is an amateur MMA fighter. She's my buddy. I would never fucking touch that girl in my life. She'd kill me. I've seen her play box. I've seen her box. I would say play box, but it was boxing with her boyfriend, and she knocked his ass flat out. Fuck that. You can have my cornbread, man.
Yo, dude, my cornbread.
But no, with that, yeah, I've had exes who were like that. Not with me, but other people are like, you ain't gonna do nothing, and they like hit because they know that a nice dude, at least growing up, would not hit a girl. Like the people that I grew up with, they're not going to hit a girl under any circumstances. They're just not. They'll restrain a girl, but actually hit them. And even with me, hitting a girl in the face is off the question, is off the table. It's just not going to happen. under no circumstances am I hitting him in the face. That's just not gonna happen.
Right.
And that's bad because I know nowadays more often than not, girls they'll swing on you and expect you not to say anything. Like you saw those videos where like in that train station, those girls were like slapping that dude.
I didn't see that.
It was like from a year ago. These three girls were like slapping this dude or whatever on the train. He wasn't doing that. He was like, stop messing with me. She slapped the dude in the face and he cold cocked her.
Damn.
And like he didn't punch her. He slapped her soul out of her. And then like all her friends, they jumped at him. He was like, all right. And he started swinging on him. And everybody's response was, well, they had it coming.
I mean, shit. That's crazy.
Dude wasn't doing anything. Like, he wasn't doing anything. And they walked into him and they started talking smack. And she slapped him like good 2 times. And he was like, nah. And he swung back. Well,
they tried him and they got it.
Because I was really thinking about that. Because I was sitting there and honestly thinking, I was like, if a girl walked to me and hit me in the face, but I punch her back in the face, I was like, if it wasn't for reflex, then no, I wouldn't. Because because of how I grew up and stuff, though I understand and believe that, you know, everybody's equal when it comes to that, I personally couldn't cold cock some girl. I just couldn't do it.
Because that's just crazy. But it does happen.
And then a buddy of mine, I respect him. He said, girl hits me, I'm knocking her out. I was like, well, I can't argue with that.
I mean, my thing is, though, like, see, what he says, some asshole shit. If a woman hits you, you don't gotta hit her with all your fucking force to knock her out. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, don't do that.
Like, you could slap her. You know what I'm saying? That seems like the least thing that would hurt. You know what I'm saying? Hurt the least.
The most thing I would honestly do is either I would hit you in a sleeper maneuver of some sort, or I'd shove you with all I got. Because a lot of times when you hit that ground, you have a slight reality check moment.
Right.
Like if you get,
I think you should just grab her up and hold her hands. I'm like, yo, I'm gonna slap the shit out of you if you don't stop. I feel like that would stop most people. You know what I mean? If they see how serious you are and that they stuck and can't move, I feel like they would stop.
See, it depends on how crazy you are. Because like with me, that might work because people think I'm crazy. But like regular people, they would just kick you in the balls.
I don't know.
See,
it don't hurt to try though.
Oh, I'll try it, but I'll try it. I mean, granted, I don't get in altercation with that. Like, you know what's funny? My ex used to want to play fight, but I never play fight with her because, like, she didn't know how to play fight.
Oh my gosh, what do you mean?
Like, we would go to boxing together, and she'd want to box with me. I'm like, no, I'm not doing that with you. Because I was
knock your ass out, girl. You better stop.
Because I was better than her at boxing because I had done it longer. So like she wouldn't have boxed with me. I guess she thought I'd go easy on her, but I know her. She'd get some pop shots in. And like I'm not a pussy when it comes to pain, but when you hit me for real, my natural reflex is to hit you not the exact same way, but to shake you.
Yeah.
And like one time
I've been shook. Shaking.
Exactly. One time she punched the and I don't call them out the names, but the bitch slapped me in the face.
I slapped somebody before.
Yo, she slapped me.
No, it was what it is. Sometimes y'all niggas need to be slapped. That's what I'm saying.
No, that shit was for no reason. And like,
oh,
I had a Friday moment because I would watch TV when she slapped me for no reason, and my ass stood up and said, "Bitch, what the fuck you think you doing?"
Damn.
Cause I was watching TV, sitting there, eat a bowl of cereal, and the one you love, your baby, your number one, walk up and slap the shit out you for no reason.
Yeah, that's kind of crazy.
She said she was just playing. What?
Well, you see, we don't play like that. So if I'm slapping you because I'm serious as fuck. Like,
I'm not gonna be mad if I earned it. Like, if I'm talking mad shit to you and you slap me, I get that, right? I get that. I walked into that one. But, oh, you just gonna walk up and slap me like I ain't shit? Oh, no.
And is there any other double standards that you can think of?
Yo, that one's got me heated a little bit. I'm gonna be honest with you.
I see.
I mean, oh, we talked about this before. Why is it? And this is not for, this is for men. Okay. You know me, I got a lot of female friends. So why is it that I have to be fucking all of them? Because clearly I can't just hang out with a girl.
I kind of think that's person to person. Like, I mean, I do see it has been common where somebody might be like, well, if he got a lot of female friends, he probably has had sex with them at some point in time. And it has happened. I've seen it happen a lot. But I don't think that when I see a dude with female friends, like I have to see who he is, and then I'll be like, yeah, he probably did sex over them. You know what I mean? But then you got some dudes where I'm like, nah, I think those are literally just his friends. You know what I'm saying? Like my best friend, like I never, like when we became best friends, or just friends first, obviously, he had a lot of female friends. Like most of his friends was females, and I never thought anything like, you fucking all of them, ain't you? Like it was never like that, because he doesn't come off like that type of sleaze fest guy. You know what I mean? He genuinely has friendships with these people. You know what I mean? It helps them out and all that good shit. So,
and you see, you're right. It goes person to person. I just know that in my life, I've always been like that, where like, yeah, that's why a lot of time I don't post pictures with my friends that are like female or whatnot, because the first thought is, who is that little lady right there? So you got something like, at my house, when people come over, I've had females spend the night. I've had, men. I've had everybody spend the night. But if it's a girl, I have to be sleeping with them. That's the first thought. I remember 2 years ago, I had 3 of my closest friends spend the night, and they were all girls. And people were like, "So you must have a fun ass weekend then." I was like, "Oh yeah, it was fun." And they were like, "So what did y'all do?" "Oh, we played Uno, and we cooked and had breakfast and stuff like that." It's like, I mean, like, what y'all do? I was like, "What do you mean?" Like with me, because my ratio of male to female friends, it's honestly like 75% of my friends are girls, to be real. And I know all my life I had to deal with, I mean, it's not like a big issue, but I had to deal with everyone assuming that I'm sleeping with them. Like I had my last ex-girlfriend. I said, before I tell them people I've been with, take a guess. Give me an odd number. She guessed an insane number. He's like, you got a lot of men, you got a lot of females you hang out with. I was like, but why do you think I'm sleeping? I'm not sleeping with a fraction of that. Yo, she guessed an insane number. Every girlfriend I've ever asked, I've asked them that question because I wanted to see what they thought. And they've all guessed an insane number. My sister guessed an insane number.
Damn.
My mom, when I was younger, I hung out with a lot of women. When I lost my virginity at a later age. I'm just gonna be honest, put that out there. Just because I wanted to be special. Okay, I'm weird, whatever.
Shut up. Stop trying to downplay it by saying it's weird. No. That's cool and that's okay.
And that's a standard among men anyway, too. But and so when I told my mother that, because I was like 16, 17 or whatever, and she was like, "Wait, you're still a virgin? Are you gay? Or like what you hang around a lot of women?" I was like, "Wait, what?"
That's crazy.
I just like I like the company of women. I like the company of dudes too. It's just dudes are one of the people that like I didn't grow up around too many of them, so it's always it depends on the circumstance. Women, I'm just really comfortable around you guys, and so that's how it is. I don't sleep with a fraction of the women. Of all the women that I hang out with or I've hung out in the last year, or whatever, I'd say it's less than 5% that I've slept with. It's way less than 5%. Is being generous. That's a generous number.
Wow.
It's not, but that's what I get. Even today, that picture, that girl sent picture, right? I went to work and said, "Hey, I met this girl. She's pretty cute," or whatnot. Everybody at work was like, "How many people do you sleep with?" And I was like, "What do you mean?" He's like, "We were talking about this other girl last week." I was like, "Yeah, the girl that I hung out with last week." He's like, "Yeah." And then you got your best friend and you got, this Haven chick and this. Oh, no, those are my friends. What are you talking about? I have friends. I can't have friends. I have to be sexing everybody. My dick don't got mileage like that. It don't. My dick is like, it's not off the lot. It's not that good.
But it's not off the lot.
But it's a damn good startup car. It's got that many miles on it. It's a damn good startup car.
Well, I mean, at the end of the day, I think nothing's really gonna change because you always have those groups of people who just want to be assholes and dickheads. You know what I'm saying? It's just, I wish we could all come together and be better as people. Is it possible? Sure. Do I think it's very likely? No. No, because it's been going on for years and years, and I feel like it only gets worse, you know. So I would just say to each individual who feels like they're being hit with a double standard, just be who you are. You know what I'm saying? Love yourself. Live your truth, as they say, because you can't make everybody happy. You know what I'm saying? And you shouldn't let others dictate what you do and who to be. We spoke about that before. Don't let nobody else tell you who you should be or how you should be.
Mm-hmm.
Because I damn sure don't.
Oh, here's one I want to hit with you. The oldest thing in the world used to be that men always try to justify them cheating, right? That's always been the standard, if you will. They actually did recent studies and say it's actually either 50-50 or women do it slightly more. But the standard is always that men always try to justify their actions when they cheat. And me personally, I mean, I'm not a cheater, but I always thought it was 50-50, but growing up, it was definitely not seen as 50-50.
I haven't seen it be 50-50. I had a lot of friends who got cheated on, and they didn't cheat. They might have been with an ain't shit nigga, but they didn't cheat. You know what I'm saying? As far as I knew. And I just think it's more common for a man to do it, or maybe men kind of brag about it more, or maybe they get caught more. I don't know. I'm pretty sure I know women cheat too. I'm not saying they don't. Don't get me wrong, but
I think it's a brag thing because, like, with men, I've noticed this is not helping us as a sex. When we do right or when we do wrong, we like to tell everybody.
Dumbasses.
That don't make sense to me. If I do something messed up, I may tell my closest friend. I ain't telling everybody. No. Like, if I murder somebody, I ain't telling nobody.
Right.
But I think that's a thing because one of my friends, I mean, she's a girl. She's against it kind of. She's told me every time she cheated on her guy. She tells me all the time. And I'm confused on why she's still with him. She was like, oh, because I love him. I was like, but you cheat on him all the time. She was like, I mean, it's happened to me before. I was like, that's not justification for you doing it to other people.
I think anybody who tries to justify cheating is fucking weak as fuck. Because, I mean, and don't get me wrong, I do believe you can love somebody and cheat on them. It's just, you don't love them enough, because if you did, you would let them go, because cheating on them is going to hurt them. You know what I'm saying? No one ever apologizes for cheating. They apologize because they got caught. You know what I mean? They're sorry they got caught. And now they see all the pain it's causing. But at the end of the day, you know what type of pain it's going to cause. You know what I'm saying? You just think, okay, but if I don't get caught, it's okay. No, it's still not okay, because now that person doesn't have all the information. And you're kind of robbing them of making a choice. True. I would like to know. Like, if I'm being cheated on, I need to know so I can be like, all right, I'm gonna bounce. I'm not gonna stay with anyone who's cheating on me. Like, I mean, some people do it, and that's your life. Do what you want to do, but let the person have all the information. You know what I mean? Like, that shit is so annoying to me.
Right, because it's always cheating on somebody that they know too, and that's the worst part. And it's like, don't be creeping on me with such and such friend and make me look stupid, and then like try to justify with some weird explanation. No, right. You just want some tail over there, and instead of letting me know, you just wanted to. Because nowadays, in all honesty, not everybody, but there is a percentage of people, and if you're with them long enough, you should know if they're one of those people that if you want to do like a threesome thing, you could do it. Like,
you got people out there who's okay with that.
You said what?
I said you got people out there who are okay with that.
Yeah, they're cool. They're fine with it. Like, we're selfish here, so we don't get down with that.
Right? It ain't happening over here, but people are okay with that. And if you with somebody who's not okay with that, then just find somebody who's okay with it. Don't try to force this man or woman to be okay with your cheating ass lifestyle. Like, no.
Right. Exactly. You should, dude. No. Because people they try to justify their fucked up actions, and I just don't understand why that's a thing. If you wrong, you wrong. Just admit you wrong. Like, what I usually do when someone cheats on me or whatever, and I know they cheated on me, if I don't have rock solid evidence, I just ask them straight up. I was like, you respect me enough to tell me, and if you don't, I'll find out anyway.
Right.
I'm very blunt. That's my biggest strong. I'm blunt. I don't like sugarcoating. I don't like beating around the bush. I'm the type of dude who's like, we fucking or nah.
Wow.
I'm kidding. That's not me. I'm kidding.
Yeah, I don't know now.
No, I'm kidding. I'm too awkward for that. I'll beat around the bush. And plus I'll be like, so you want a massage? I'm playing.
Wow.
Look, I give mad massages. Don't get twisted. I don't even do dick on your back massage. I do regular massages.
Wowzers.
Hey, I'm just saying. I was about to say something weird, but I'm not gonna say it now. that make I'm not gonna say it. I'll say it off camera. So, my dear, any conclusion? What's your final say? What's your word to our people, to our fans, to all these other people?
Yeah, I was just like I said a little bit earlier. Don't let nobody dictate how you live your life because, double standard or not, fuck them. Live your life, be happy. As long as you're not hurting nobody, just live your life.
Yeah, I agree. I am the same way. I agree 100%. I was going to sing Live Your Life, but I felt like that'd be a little bit tasteless.
Good song though, but we feel you.
Can you sing it for me?
No. My vocal cords, they're not right there where they should be at the moment.
Sing a little Craig David. Give me a 7 days.
You can't hear me.
Hello?
I hear you. You can't hear me.
Okay, good. Repeat what you said. It acted up right when you started singing. Go ahead and hit me with a beat.
I wasn't saying. I said I got you next time with some up-to-date Craig David.
Oh, okay. I'm gonna hold you to it. I'm gonna play that part.
Oh shit, nah.
Got you though. But where can we find you, Miss Haven Rain?
You can find me on Instagram, Twitter, and Snapchat at Haven_Rain. That's HAEVYNREYHNE.
Yes, and you can find us everywhere podcasts can be listened to. You can also use your phone if you're lazy and say out loud on your Android, your iPhone. You can say, "Hey, let me listen to Emotionally and Shit podcast," and they'll play our latest episode. We are here weekly. We switch it up. We decided to make it more fluid, and we're just like, "Would you give you an episode or two a week?" We're gonna switch it up, And right. And on that note, keep it tight. Yeah.
Later.